You may have heard of the butterfly effect. It's a concept in chaos theory that illustrates how small changes can lead to large, unpredicted outcomes later. Now, pop culture often uses the butterfly effect to look back on our lives and see how small or unexpected decisions or events led to big outcomes in our lives. You know, your favorite coffee shop being closed, so you go out of your way to get your morning cup of coffee. And then that leads you to run into an old acquaintance that then ends up turning into an important business partnership. Or that terrible date you had that led you to meeting a friend of that person who ended up being your husband. For me, not getting enough scholarship money to be able to go to my dream school led me to go to my backup school that at the time I was devastated about. Now I can imagine what my life would be like had things worked out the way I'd hoped they would at the time. I met my husband in college. I met amazing professors who inspired me to get my doctorate and pursue psychology. And there are a million more amazing things that resulted from that. You get the idea. It's cool to look back on our lives and see how things we felt like were missteps, or the things that didn't work out the way we wanted them to at the time, led to some of the best things in our lives. Hindsight always allows us to remember our experiences a little more positively than we probably actually experienced them. This comes in handy for us populating our species when we tend to not remember the pain of childbirth so well, or the sleepless nights with a newborn. But how can we use this to live a little better in the present? To experience our missteps and failures with a little more hope and optimism for the butterflies that they might bring later. I call this recognizing caterpillars. Caterpillars that might turn into butterflies. Now, the butterfly effect actually refers to the flapping of a butterfly's wings turning into a tornado somewhere else in the world. But that doesn't make for as good of an analogy. So just go with me on this one. Every time something doesn't seem to go to plan, or we feel discouraged about where we are or where we're not, think of it as a caterpillar. This may be the thing that turns into one of the best aspects of your life. In fact, the butterfly effect doesn't happen when nothing changes. Changes that seem positive or changes that seem negative. Getting laid off, a relationship not working out, losing out on a big deal, not getting into your dream school, or not making that team. That might just end up being the best thing to ever happen to you because it leads you to something else. Recognizing them as caterpillars promotes optimism. And there is no quality out there that's more impactful for success, happiness, and fulfillment in life than optimism. And health. People with optimism live on average up to 14 years longer than those who don't have it. Life and success are easy when everything's going to plan. It's during the setbacks, the missteps, the failures, the problems, the times that we're experiencing discouragement. That's when we need to fight for optimism. Recognize the caterpillars to help you win that fight a little more often.